Hey guys, Josh from Cardfight Empire here, back here again with another of our ARG States Championship Series. Um, I'm here with the champion of ARG States North Florida, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey guys, I'm David Senokossoff. I played Victor at Seminoles ARG State Championships, and I took first.
Awesome, awesome. So I actually saw that you're playing Novas, which is pretty awesome because a lot of people are scared of Novas because of like the control format going on right now and all the factors that can really mess Nova up. Like, how do you like feel about that or try to get around that?
Well, I haven't really seen that much control in the format right now. Well, mainly because I've been playing my locals a lot, and there's like one Link Joker player, and it's like I just rush him and he dies. So
Hmm.
he's part of my team, so I
Okay.
have plenty of playtests against the matchup. It's not really a big problem for me.
Okay. So I also saw that you ran uh, three G guards. Do you like just like running three G guards because you know do you not use them that much or
So I only expect to run to resolve three ever in a game
okay?
because I can't recycle my heals, and I don't really draw that much throughout the deck entirely, unless I draw it through a draw trigger and
Okay.
drive checks.
Yeah, and that like brings up the when you ran a six draw six crit. That's also cool because you'll see like a lot of people running like standard eight crit, four draw four heal. How did you like running the six crit six draw?
I saw all my combo pieces when I needed them, and I hit the lucky draw triggers against 7Cs more than I needed to, so made those matchups significantly easier.
Okay, you mean like on the damage tech?
Yep,
Sweet, sweet. Draw trigger is
but you can't be
always
lucky like that. You can't be lucky like that all the time. I know that was a severely luck factor right there. So
right. I mean, I always say that like getting a draw trigger on the damage check is so good, but
oh, it is.
it makes you feel so good inside when you flip over the card and it's a draw trigger. Um, and then you actually ran Muscle Shriek for your backup grade three. You ran Victor as your main, but you ran Muscle Shriek as your main, and usually I see like Crystal Devil or Dan Shark or like why did you choose to run Muscle Shriek?
All right. So I hate Crystal Level with a burning passion. He does nothing after I put him on the Vanguard circle. And with Muscle Street, he actually does something productive no matter what, and that's kill your starter.
Okay.
So, and there's not really that much starter hate in the format right now because Kagero's not really doing anything. Narukami has to hit usually. Uh, Calibum's if you have it.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, ride Muscle Shriek. Calibum, so let's one target my starter, target yours dies.
Okay.
And they
So
don't get Dran.
do you usually find yourself putting your starter like Run Bowl? Do you find yourself putting it behind Vanguard or like behind Rearguard more?
I never put it behind Vanguard.
Okay.
The only time I put it behind Vanguard is against Nubatama because 90% of the time they have Tamahagane.
Okay, and then they're just gonna like bind it, and you feel like you
It's
can
gonna bind it.
reposition it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good strategy for that. So you ran 12 grade twos, cool Hank Arborel, Sazanza, pretty aggressive lineup. Um, you just go for the early game rush, or
I went first every game except for once against the Chaos Breaker player, and I would just drop hand, and my draw triggers would usually replenish it, or I'd top deck like a Stride Enabler or another grade 2 to stride with.
okay. So you just
And
basically just
I
enjoy
put
the
them to
first
high
game.
damage. I'd put them to high damage early. That way, it's very hard for them to guard, and it's basically can they recover? If they can't, they lose.
Okay, and then like literally after you rush them to high damage, you would like sometimes kill them on first stride. I would think, depending on what you
Usually,
have.
it usually takes me to a second stride. I use because when they get first stride, I always ate the first stride no matter what it was.
Okay,
Like all day, I just ate first stride after first stride after first stride, and then killed them.
Did you for as far as your G zone, like, what did you find yourself going into the most?
The freest stride ever, Victor.
Okay, the Stride
You
Victor.
Kaiser Victor. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say that that was like your MVP card of the day?
Oh hell no. Muscle Shriek was
Muscle Shriek. Okay.
because Muscle Shriek killing every starter I came across was the best feeling ever. Because going first every game is a god.
So did you when you went to go ride to grade three, if you have like a Victor and a Muscle Shriek in hand, would you just ride the Muscle Shriek just cause?
No, I if their starter was threatening enough, I would.
Okay.
Or if they had something like a Frog Raider on board and I already had my Mayaki, because like I had to kill a Frog Raider once before.
Okay.
If they have something problematic on the board that I can kill with the Muscle Shriek, I'll just ride the Muscle Shriek. Otherwise, I'm not even gonna bother with the Muscle Shriek. I'm just gonna make a ride Victor, call a break pass in front of Roombo, swing 9 at their Vanguard, and then swing 16 and draw a card.
Okay, that's pretty smart, and it keeps your rush going too,
Mm-hmm.
pretty consistently. Do you want to talk about like your matches throughout the day, like how you advance through the tournament, like your mindset through that?
So the my first game in that day was completely horrible. Like my opponent was grade both games. I felt so bad because I wanted to fight the Wiseman matchup, and it's just like the game just wasn't letting them play. So, but I mean, after that, I had to work for every win. Like I played second round was what did I play second round? I don't remember. Oh, I played second round. I played Luard, and it was my first time fighting the matchup, and I just put him to high damage early, and
Okay.
he died. He was trying to recover game two, and crits are good against anything.
Yeah, so far it seems like the rush to finding decks or the decks like putting up really good performance numbers. Like some of the other interviews I did already, where Aqua Force, he was talking about rushing early. Someone won with blasters, just pure blasters, like not Saint Blaster or anything, but just pure blasters with Thing Saver and Majesty Lord. They were talking about rushing early game, so much so to the fact where they'll shove two cards into Soul for Majesty's effect, Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark, and then they'll just try to, cheese their opponent with like a 29 to their Vanguard with crit,
Yeah,
and sometimes kill them that way. So Rush seems like a very good meta-defining call to
yeah,
go with right now. You had the unflip PGs, guessing because Novas are pretty counterblast
counterblasting.
heavy. And you actually played three Claydol mechanic. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
So using Victoplasma against Cashbreaker is very costly. Well, against Link Joker is so. I'd rather like always have the Claydolls because it makes Muscle Shriek a little freer. It makes Arboreal a little better to use, and it's a 7K booster behind Hank, so it makes 16. And
Okay.
it's a 7K to put in front of Room Bowl to make 12.
So you really like
It
it.
just makes yeah. I like a 7K booster, and then it unflips on place, so it serves its purpose.
Would you say how many times did you use Mayaki during the day, or did Mayaki come in handy, or?
So Mayaki behind Victor on a Victoplasma turn makes 38 because you stand it, and then you swing again for 46. And that's really strong against control matchups. If they leave your back row behind it, if they leave your Vanguard booster open, and Mayaki and Rumble columns are insane, and they should be dealt with swiftly by the opponent. And when they're not, they just lose to it.
Because it becomes
Yep.
just too much for them to handle.
Yep. And Mayaki just makes the power columns easier to make. So running Mayaki at 3 makes it even better because it's so clunky at 4. Like I see it way too much, and then I can't.
Okay,
It's really hard to make my numbers with too many cards.
gotcha, gotcha. So like, what did you fight in top eight? Do you remember? Like your three matches
Yeah,
in
I
top eight?
fought in top 8. I fought Thavez, It was one of my friends. He's from Central Florida. It was just very unlucky for him because like I 2-0'd him, and I would get first. I went first every game. I got my grade 2 rush. I hit defensive crits. I wish they were draws, but I hit defensive crits, and then I just kept putting pressure down every turn, and he couldn't fight back. So, and then I kept blowing up his fucking starter.
Okay, what starter did you use?
The Kelpie Rider, the one that searches out Tavas.
Okay, so was that
It gives him
top
extra
8
attack.
match?
I don't want to be. Hmm?
Was that your like getting
Yeah,
into
that
top
was
8
the
match?
first round of top 8.
Okay. What about like top 4 and top 2?
All right, so top 4, I fought 7C's grade 1 Rush. He was the undefeated in Swiss, and I 2-0'd him because draw triggers are great on the defense, and he didn't read his skills correctly. And for his starter, the ditch a normal unit, look at top card, put on top or bottom, draw a card. He resolved the effect after ditching a trigger, and the judge gave him game 2. So it was very unfortunate.
I see. Oh wow, it's crazy.
And then
Yeah, what was your top 2? Sorry, go ahead.
in my top 2, I fought him round 4 in Swiss. He 2-1 me in Swiss, and then I outrushed him in top 2 and 2-0'd him. He was playing
Which
Gears
matchup
of
was that?
the
Okay,
ZTB.
Gears.
He was playing Jet with ZTB engine, with Milim and stuff like that,
Okay.
the common good stuff.
By ZTB engine, do you mean like just Gear Dragons or like the actual
Like
Zodiac Timepiece?
he played the Jet with the I don't really know what they are. I never looked into the Gears of Fate, but they're the ones that they make the power numbers with the ZTBs.
Oh, did he use like Split Pegasus? The Stride? Do you know what that
think
is?
so.
Split Pegasus is like the card that they take a unit and then they can call, or they by putting that unit back to the deck, they can call 2 units that are 1 grade less than that and a Zodiac Timepiece. And then it gives like for every copy of it face up in the G zone, it gives a continuous plus 1k to your front row.
He played Metallica Phoenix and Next Stage and all that, but I mean his main deck lineup.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. His main deck lineup had the normal Jet thing, and then his like miscellaneous grade 2s and 1s were like the ZTB power makers, I guess I could say. Like I think he played the one that got power if he was on a ZTB Vanguard. And I think
okay, so you played like Chrono Claw Monkey. And,
yeah, Monkey
and what is that other grade 2? Buffalo? Chrono Beat Buffalo?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on all this, but I know it was a ZTB variant.
Okay. How did you fare about that? Did you think that is easy, hard?
Gear Chronicle is always hard because Next Stage is always a card. And it's like if they can regain the advantage on their first ride, it's really hard to regain the advantage again.
Because you just feel like you're like fighting an uphill battle from there.
Yeah. So I had to hit him early. I just focused on his Vanguard and just murdered Drain with Muscle Shriek.
Well, ignoring like triggers and or like not ignoring triggers, but like outside of triggers, what would you say was like your hardest matchup to face? Like, was it a player or was it a deck or
hardest matchup?
Yeah, like what did you feel like you struggled the most with during the day?
I didn't struggle with anything. I 2-0'd almost all of my matchups.
Okay, so you kind of breezed through.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. You didn't have to like fight an uphill battle for long.
So okay, so my hardest battle was getting down paired in round 5, where if I had lost, I wouldn't have topped.
Oh.
Because I was paired down against grade 1 7Cs.
Okay, so you had to beat the grade 170s to top.
Yeah, and then I 2-0'd it because I'm like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I gotta just rush you and hope for the best.
Right. I mean,
He
it's
was kind.
it's
He was
super
nice about
standard.
it. He
It
was nice about it, but I mean, like,
yeah, you just
I
felt
felt
bad.
bad afterwards. Like I was talking to him before the match and stuff, before pairings, and I'm like, you gotta win your next match, top dude. And then he fights me. I'm like, well,
Oh my gosh. So with you saying that there's multiple grade 170s rush decks.
there were two.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, that's interesting. I'm. I don't. I wonder how they're feeling about like the new ban list, because
Right.
Night
I mean,
Runner.
one of the guy who was undefeated in Swiss, he was just waiting on Pale Moon support, so he was playing something
Okay.
just to play.
So he's just playing that to hold him over until like March or April or something like
Yeah,
that.
but
Okay.
there were four Narukami decks in the tournament, and I'm playing Nova Grapplers without Dismal, and I was
Mm.
so happy I didn't have to fight any of that.
So you didn't get V maxed.
Right? No, I just have a hard time fighting Narukami in general.
Yeah, because
The most hated matchup.
it's hard. With one, they have a control matchup, and then two, you never get your units back, and then three, like their power columns are huge.
Yeah.
Um,
Their early game using with Shatura though, so and then it makes it hard for me to run or rush them if I go first because of martial arts.
right. Okay. That's like really awesome. Because like a lot of people don't really understand the significance of that card, and I think that's really good at holding back rush.
Yeah,
Um,
because you don't know if your opponent has it or not, and if they do and you rush them, you're gonna lose that game because they already hard started on their binding,
right. Exactly. They already like started hard on Thunderstrike, so
and then their starter if they're running the new one is now a 7K booster at all times.
right. And not only that, but if they choose to like if you have a grade two in the front row, and then you have like your starter, like Rumble or something like that, like they can use their starter and just immediately like be at Thunderstrike 2
Yeah,
for the rest of the game, which is already insane
well,
considering they haven't strode yet or anything.
their starter is GB, I believe.
Is it?
I think so. I think Aether Draco Kid is GB.
Let's see. Narukami, the new starter. Ta-da. So while I'm looking that up, how do you feel about like GBTO10? Have you seen some of the Nova Grappler stuff, or are you excited?
All right, so the thing that makes me so happy about GBT10 is the fact that it comes out a day before the regional in Jacksonville,
Okay, which is something that you plan on going
which
to.
is where I'm going for the Bushy regional. I'm like, thank God. And I'm like, I saw the new support, like the new stride, the rare stride, that people are like, the hell is this? I am like really
The
happy about it. But
Moaki.
the Moai, the Supreme,
Okay, if you check a grade three, it stands something gives plus 5K. That one.
yeah, because I have a 15 grade 3 Death Army variant
Oh,
that
okay.
I played in previous ARGs, and I love checking my grade 3s and restanding my Death Army rigor. And now restanding rigor with power is even better because it's like I can just murder you even faster.
Hmm.
It
Okay.
just plays Laurai Chain, 4 PGs, and Guy, Lady, Commander, and Assure Kaisers, and Victors,
Yeah,
12 crit.
I thought it was really funny because as soon as I saw that card, I literally looked at it and I was like, this card is pretty much catered to the Kaiser deck. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then that
Did you?
Grace just turns on Rush entirely. I love that card so much.
Yeah, it's awesome. Have you seen the brand new grade three Victor, like Victor G,
Oh yeah,
essentially?
that makes the Victor deck. Now I don't have to sit on like Crystal Devil or Mushroom Freak anymore. I can just always have my Arboreals live, always have my Mayakis live.
Yeah, it's also
It's just
like
so.
just very good effect.
Oh yeah, the fact that it's a Vanguard rearguard for the rush ability. I don't know why it's a Vanguard skill. I'm expecting like to get a restanding Vanguard like sort of thing. I don't know. I think favorite tramps might be a next stage clone. I'm hoping I'm probably not going to get it, but The fact that it
If
says
they got a
Vanguard.
next stage clone, that would be insane.
Yeah, I mean, Sane Block Cougar's a next stage clone, but I mean, it's more like a vert clone that can just be cheese healed out of. But
Right. Hmm. Okay. Well, how do you like? What do you envision for the coming months for Nova Grappler?
uh, I'm gonna see. Honestly, don't know what they're gonna give me, but I mean, the Blau Cougar stuff seems really good.
What do you think that if there's one thing you could say like you need the most for your clan, what would you say that you need right now?
So I tell this to everybody, and that is Death Army support.
Death Army support. Okay.
That has been my decklist name for almost everything. For Vanguard, it's like, where's my Death Army support?
Where's my Death Army support? Did you play Did you play Risers back when in Legion format?
No, I quit the game in Legion format because
Okay.
I didn't like playing the Razor variant, the cat, and then
Yeah, Cavalier.
I had to wait till the end of the format to play it.
Okay.
Cause
So you basically like
yeah, it came
played
out with
Limit
Link
Break
Group and everything.
format and then came back in Stride format?
Yeah, I played Beastie and then left after set 15 and came back at the right before GBT01.
Okay. Did you have any like previous tops to your name or anything like that, like previous accomplishments?
Before the Stride format,
Well, just like in general, your whole time playing Vanguard before this ARG.
um, my team and I in Team 2 Shiny got second place at the Georgia Atlanta Regional in February last year.
Oh, okay.
And I've gotten top 8 in a few ever here in the fall 2015 ARG States and Game Center at Jacksonville, and another one in I don't know, the one in winter of 2016.
That's funny that you guys your team tournament that you guys got second in the Atlanta Bushiroad uh,
Yeah,
event because I actually live in Atlanta, so I was probably at that event.
yeah,
But
it was me, Patrick, and Jacob.
okay, what were you guys playing? Like you?
Uh, Patrick was playing as Messiah Freeze Rays. He went undefeated throughout the entire day.
Okay.
I was playing Nova. I was playing Victor with Muscle Shriek before the new support, and Jacob was playing Gears with
Okay.
Metallica Phoenix.
It's a pretty strong lineup of decks.
Yeah, we lost to Jacob being grade locked, me fighting a 6th round of Chaos Breaker.
Oh my lord! You fought the
Yeah,
Chaos Breaker
that
6 rounds in a row.
oh fuck yeah, man, let's go all day every day.
That's crazy.
And then
I feel like
Patrick was fighting.
I feel like I never saw Chaos Breaker. I played like Nightmare Dolls and weird stuff.
Like I and Patrick, fucking asshole, all he fought was rearguard reliant decks with Freeze Ray and Messiah. And just like undefeated throughout the entire day, and I'm like, Patrick, you're carrying us.
You're like literally getting all the easy matchups for his deck, and you're
He
getting
went
like
he went 10-0.
oh my lord. Oh, that's right, because there's like an insane amount of rounds, and then
Yeah,
you guys
we
went
went
to top two,
undefeated in
so
Swiss, and our first loss was in top 2.
okay. Well, congratulations on that, and congratulations on this past ARG win. Um, did you like? What do you think about ARGs in comparison to Bushiroad events?
I think they're much more fair.
Much more fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the Sea Road events, you gotta like put a lot of investment into, and then go to, and then at the end of the day, what are you getting out of it? And then it's usually
Right.
nothing. I mean, it's a good experience. It's a good it's fun. It's a nice fun trip. But after a while, like after like a few moments of being there, you're like, I just spent like $100 something to get up here, and I'm getting nothing
Mm,
out of it. And like at ARG, you actually have a chance to like win back some like profit.
okay. Are you like what do you think about Philadelphia since you have like that 1 round bye for that? Are you going to that or
I have no idea yet.
okay? So you just gotta like kind of weigh your options and then figure it out.
Yeah, it's like I gotta find a new job and stuff.
Okay,
I gotta get money for it.
I feel you on that. Well, it's definitely. I think we've gone through everything in your deck list. Um, but yeah, it's definitely been. Did you have anything else you wanted to say, or like any shout outs you wanted to give?
All right, shout outs to the other top 8 of my friends, Blake, Strader, and Albright, James Albright. They went in the top 8 with me, and my friend Blake plays Shadows, so he wanted the mat really bad. So I had to get that champion mat for him.
Did you give it to him?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then shout outs to Scrub Lord, Jacob Van Order. We miss him. He had to move away.
Did you say shout out to Scrub Lord?
Yeah, he let Mr. Invincible hit one day.
Oh, that's funny.
Right after set 6, I had Mr. Invincible Victor built, and it was very easy to get the 8 and Soul and 5 Counterblast open, and he took the damage, and I restood again. And then Babyface made it free,
Oh my lord. Literally,
so I
like
could do it.
back then, it was like I think I was just talking to someone how like back then it was really hard to guard attacks. Like now, if you think about like our hand now versus like our hand then was like 4 cards
I was
or
thinking
something
like
like
back
that.
in GBT06, right after
Oh,
GBT.
GBT06. He let Mr. Invincible hit in GBT06. What?
Yeah, it was a rear guard. It had a Mayaki behind it. I was on Victor. Babyface was lit, and I had a lot in Soul.
That's really funny. So were you just trying that build for like fun, or were you like,
Yeah, that was the build I was playing right after the set came out. It was really fun. It
wow,
was
that
like,
sounds
do you
really,
want to let
really
Mr.
awesome.
Invincible hit?
How'd you end up coming up with that build?
Uh, I was I was looking for a way to make Mission Invincible good for a while, and I'm like, ooh, this new stuff makes bigger numbers. So like I tried making Mr. Invincible huge and stuff, and then it just got a little janky after a while.
Hmm,
But
gotcha.
it was definitely fun.
Wow, that sounds really awesome. Maybe I'll give that a try sometime.
I have a deck.
But what would you say?
So I think I have a deck list somewhere for you if you wanted it.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Well, it's definitely been an honor having you here today on the profile, and definitely it's always in a refreshing um, kind of what am I trying to say? Like just woke up, so
Same.
it's always refreshing to have a clan that's like not seen as much, um, like Novas. So instead of it always being like Gears or Link Joker, like even Aquaforce is kind of refreshing at this point because I feel like we've had kind of like a stale meta for a while.
Yeah.
But it's definitely refreshing to have like not only a Nova Grappler player, but like a Nova Grappler player that's played Nova Grappler for like forever, pretty much.
Yeah, I've played the clan since I started playing the game.
And when was that?
BT12. Right when Link Sugar came out, I started playing the game, and I was playing Nova Raptors, and it was so tough.
Oh man, so you never experienced Nova Grapplers before links were existing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I was
literally.
playing Cat Army back then, so it was like really hard.
Mm, yeah, literally. I played since the beginning of the game, and the two clans that like are my favorites are Novas and Neo Nectar. So in like BTO8, I played like Arboros. Um, Arboros was really good back then, and then they had like Novas throughout the different formats, and I like really liked the Legion format Cat Bowler. So I know you said that you didn't like that as much.
Nah, it's Mega Flare sucks as a card, and Cat Butler was the only thing to make it good.
Yeah, that's
Those
very
Raptors
fair.
still
Mega
don't have.
Flare would not have been as good without Cat Butler. And I think like Cat Butler went up to like $7, $8 during that time or something like that. It's
I
ridiculous.
sold mine.
Yeah, I had like a bunch of them, like from literally GPT-01. I went through like my boxes of commons and I found like 25 of them and sold them all for like $7 to $8 each. But it was ridiculous. Um, but yeah, definitely it's been an honor to have you here on the channel today. I appreciate you letting me interview you.
No problem, dude.
Hopefully, I will see you in Philadelphia, maybe, um, if you decide to go to that. And hopefully, we'll be doing this again the next time you talk.
Thanks, dude.
All right. Well, this has been a um, so awful. I'm like
Great.
just literally like blank minded right now. But this has been Cardfight Empire, guys. Make sure you, as usual, check out the ARG Circuit Series. Great people, great event. I will link them down in the description below. Check out Wasteland Gaming. They have Friday night Vanguard tournaments in Atlanta, and also check out Win Condition Games, and they have Wednesday night tournaments in Atlanta. But with that being said, this has been the interview with Mr. David Senokossoff. Senokossoff, did I say that right?
Yeah, you good.
All right. And we're out. See you guys.
See ya.